Hi, everyone. We are Team Trump Tweeter, and we are an all Cornell Tech team comprised of myself, Jamie, Akshay, and Will. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. In our digital age, I think we can all agree that data is powerful. The Cambridge Analytica scandal demonstrates the power and influence of data when used towards manipulative or less than noble ends. Inspired by this, we wanted to create a tool that would put the power of data back into the hands of the public and increase data transparency, especially as it relates to our democracy. Thanks in part to our president, Twitter has emerged as the leading social media platform for politics. Akshay will explain why and how we will bring data transparency to this platform.
So what we wanted to see what was missing. Well, first of all, we wanted to track all of these officials that Trump had appointed. We wanted to track them one by one and at an aggregate level to see what they're talking about. We wanted to see how that pertains to policy changes that are being discussed today. And we also find an opportunity for this to be a source of stories for journalists once it becomes an open source data set, so they can see that this is what is being discussed and how Trump's affiliates are supporting it or taking it in a different direction. So why specifically, what's the significance of the problem? So these people that Trump appointed, almost about 3,000 officials, they're in agencies very diverse, from space exploration, NASA, to agriculture, to education. This is really well spread out across government bodies. And Twitter is an important place for them to express their opinions and connect with their followers and to gain new followers. And of course, since they've been appointed by this one person, they all carry forward this one specific agenda or a set of agendas that carry forward the president's agenda. And so introducing Twitter, we allow journalists and the public citizens to aggregate tweets. We allow them to search for this by different keywords and topics. So how did we do it? We started with ProPublica's dataset of all of the names of these people. We crowdsourced their Twitter handles through Turk, Amazon Mechanical Turk, and we finally used Twitter API to pull all their tweets. So about 3,000 officials, and we subset that to about 1,200 by income, because higher income correlates with higher authority. So that was about 1,000, 1,200 folks. And then of that, about 300, 400 folks had an open Twitter account that we could actively pull tweets from. So let's look at how it works. We'll demonstrate what the tool is.
So this is right here. This is our platform, essentially. So we're going to take a look at it as if we were a journalist. And so if we... Oh, sorry, I think it's, yeah, there you go. Wait, sorry, go back one. Can we go back? There's the video. Okay, so if we are a journalist and wants to view all these tweets that are in this data set, you can search for something like Israel, for example, and you can pull up all the tweets within this data set that we've gathered that have to do with Israel. And so you can also sort by name, date, agency, or you can randomize it for freestyle or whatnot. So we're going to look at agency. And so who in, let's say, defense or something is looking for something that has to do with Israel. So if I'm a journalist, I'm going to scroll down to defense. I can see the department they work in, which is defense, what their job role is, and I can view their tweets. So let's check out the original tweet. And so right here we can see what the original tweet was, the context that was originally made in, some of the comments about that tweet. And so if we find that particularly interesting, and we think that all these tweets are really interesting. So as a journalist, I want to be able to access these things a lot better. So then I can export all these tweets that we've gathered to a CSV, and then I can really dig deep on my own time and really dig into some of the really nitty-gritty information that we have in this corpus of tweets that have to do with Israel or whatever you really want to search on. And so we are a Trump tweeter, and next page, yeah. And you can actually check out, we have a demo up right now, trumptweeter.press. It's not optimized for mobile, so it may not work super well on mobile, but if you get a chance, if you're on a laptop or you are at home and want to check it out, and you can do some really interesting searches throughout Trump's appointees' tweets. Thank you.
Thank you.